Hello and welcome to the Week 4 edition of the Wilkes Journal-Patriot High School Football Rundown. I'm Assistant Sports Editor Brandon Marie.
And I'm Sports Editor Zach Colburn.
And we're here to break down each of the 3 Wilkes County High School football games from Week 4. It was another great week for Wilkes County High School teams in action as all 3 came away with non-conference wins. I was in Winston-Salem to see the Blackhawks pick up their first win of the 2015 season as they took care of Atkins 56-12. Both Cody Call and Chandler Caudle had big games running the ball for the Blackhawks as Call ended up with 129 yards and 3 touchdowns on 13 carries, and Caudle finished the night with 132 yards and 4 touchdowns on 16 carries. Call scored the first 2 of the night and another just before halftime, and Caudle broke the plane 3 times in the second quarter to help give the Hawks a 42-6 halftime lead. After the break, Caudle's 4th touchdown gave West Wilkes a 45-point lead and initiated the running clock. Noah Dancy punched in the final score of the game for the Blackhawks earlier in the fourth quarter. Also of note, West Wilkes place kicker Nick Nuzzolillo was a perfect 8 for 8 on extra points. I caught up with head coach David Hunt after the game.
Well, it's good for the kids. I mean, we worked hard all summer. We worked hard, last month, season. It's good to get a win. Have a little bit of success. I think it's something we can build on. Just moving ahead. We got a lot of season left, and we got a lot of good people, and we feel like we got a good chance to make some things happen.
Down in Morganton, Wilkes Central needed a late Andrew Bynum touchdown to keep their undefeated season alive as they topped Patton 33-30. Patton quarterback Joe Aiken gave his team a 30-27 lead with his 3rd touchdown of the game and second and fourth quarter with less than 4 minutes remaining in the game. On the ensuing Wilkes Central drive, facing a 3rd and long situation, Bynum took a pitch from Combs and finished off the 15-yard run with just over 30 seconds left to go in the game. Bynum had another tremendous game running the ball for Wilkes Central. For the night, he ran for 280 yards on 26 carries and scored all 5 of the Eagles' scores. In his first 4 games this year, he's already collected 1,000 yards and 14 touchdowns. Bynum said after the game that he wanted the ball on the pivotal 3rd down because he wants to be a leader on his team, and that's the type of situation where a leader wants the ball.
Certainly a clutch play there from Bynum. And out in Rhonda, the Cardinals also continued their perfect season and handed North Stokes its first loss of the year with a 27-17 win. East Wilkes picked up the win despite turning the ball over 6 times with 3 lost fumbles and 3 interceptions. But in turn, the Cardinals' defensive unit answered the bell as they allowed just 136 total yards of offense and forced 3 turnovers of their own. The Cardinals jumped out to a 21-0 lead thanks to touchdown runs of 30 and 67 yards from Andrew Nance and an 11-yard touchdown pass from Chris Ward to Kamen Bryan. North Stokes' Josh Manuel scooped up a fumble and ran it in from 11 yards out just before halftime to put his team on the board. But the Cardinals' defense refused to let the Vikings complete the comeback in the second half. Nance, who rattled off a 56-yard touchdown run in the fourth quarter, finished the night with 196 yards on 9 carries to go along with his 3 touchdowns. That's an impressive 22 yards a carry. Kamen Bryan also ran for 55 yards on 16 carries. Next week, the Cardinals will host Fort Bush in their final non-conference game.
Also back in action will be North Wilkes as they return from their week bye as they'll travel the mountain to take on Avery County. West Wilkes will look to extend their winning streak to 2 as they take on North Iredell, while Wilkes Central will have a nice deserved break before starting conference play in 2 weeks.
As always, be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at WJP_sports. And this has been the Week 4 edition of the Wilkes Journal-Patriot High School Football Rundown. We'll see you on Friday night.